are fresh off the weekend of the Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia fight, and what can we say? Canelo Alvarez pretty much dominated the whole fight. Jaime Munguia looked pretty good in that fight. I will give it to him. He threw a lot of great shots. He threw a lot of volume. He threw, he looked like he got Canelo in some trouble a little bit. It could be just because Canelo Alvarez loves to download his opponents. Canelo Alvarez loves to just, let his opponents get off, let his opponents throw as many punches as they want to do, so he times them perfect, so he understands what kind of power they have, what kind of combinations they have. He pretty much downloads every single bit of his opponent from top to bottom the entire fight, especially in the early rounds, which is what Jaime Munguia looked really, really good up until that third round, I believe, when Canelo Alvarez pretty much was able to counter him with the uppercut and pretty much drop him. And he looked great. It's been a while since Canelo Alvarez has been able to drop an opponent, been able to actually really, really hurt opponent. He's been in the ring and went to quite a few decisions as of recent, as far as his Triple G Part 3 fight, John Ryder, even even the Charlo brothers, Jamal Charlo, or Jamel. I'm always getting them confused. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I believe he dropped him too. But still, nonetheless, this was a full-fledged 168-pounder. He was very dangerous. He wasn't necessarily ready for Canelo. Let's be honest, guys. This guy was a little too early to be facing Canelo and shouldn't really necessarily been in the ring with Canelo. But we all know how boxing works. We all know how the politics work. So at the end of the day, he still got that chance to step in the ring with Canelo. He did his best, and hey, you know what? At the end of the day, he definitely shined. He definitely shined and improved a lot. So I do believe that Canelo, a lot of people are going into this saying, did he slip? Has he slipped? Has he aged? Has he looked past his prime, etc., etc., etc.? I still feel like it's a little difficult to say, only due to the fact that, again, he went in there with I don't want to say inexperience, because the guy still had a lot of fights. The guy has a lot of experience, but the only thing that he didn't have an experience with is the top of the line. He didn't have experience with, being on the top of the mountain, like Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has been doing this for a very, very long time, and he's been a star for a very, very long time. He's actually been fighting at the top level since even when he fought Floyd Mayweather back in I think it was 2013. So yeah, Canelo Alvarez knows what it's like to be up there. This was Jaime Munguia's first time being up there. But at the end of the day, Jaime Munguia did his thing and Canelo Alvarez did his thing. We can't knock him for it. Canelo Alvarez still looked really, really good. He gave a great performance. I do feel like, and he had mentioned, but of course every fighter is going to say this, that he could have stopped him, but he wanted to take his chances. He wanted to really, really, take his time. He didn't want to risk anything because he knows Jaime Munguia is a very dangerous opponent. But at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez got the victory, got the unanimous decision, and he's going to go on to other things. What's next for Canelo Alvarez? Well, we all know that we want that David Benavidez fight. We want him to go against David Benavidez because David Benavidez is a very big star right now. Probably the biggest star outside of Canelo Alvarez in the 168-pound division. As a matter of fact, probably the biggest star in the 160-pound division, 168-pound division, and the 175-pound division. Canelo Alvarez and him matching up together would be massive. I am talking massive. These guys I feel are on a collision course, but there's just been so much politics, so much financials, discussions, just a lot of different reasons and excuses in a sense from Canelo Alvarez, which has been very disappointing, has disappointed a lot of boxing fans, has disappointed a lot of Canelo Alvarez fans like myself, and it just made it like, hey, let's just get in there, let's just do this thing. I know what Canelo Alvarez has said in the past, saying like, hey, I've earned the right to choose who I want to fight. I've earned the right to do what I want to do. 100% you do. You do deserve to go in the ring with guys like Jaime Munguia, like Berlanga, like a Charlo, someone that's like are dangerous but not too dangerous. Sure, but you also are holding all the belts. you all also are the super middleweight champion of the world, undisputed. And you should give other guys a chance too. You know, a right too, just like someone gave you that chance. Someone stepped in the ring with you and said, hey, I don't know this kid. He doesn't deserve it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to give him a chance. Floyd Mayweather gave him a chance, you know, because we all know Floyd Mayweather's reasons. And at the end of the day, he's also a star. Floyd Mayweather, on paper, if he was really, really, truly trying to do what he was trying to do in the boxing world, he didn't need to give Canelo Alvarez a chance, because Canelo Alvarez really wasn't, you know, much of a star as he is now back then. And that's what I feel David Benavidez is. David Benavidez is a big star, not as big as Canelo Alvarez, sure, but I do feel like he has earned that right. Other than that, I really don't see much sense of him fighting any like the other top guys like Berlanga or like a Charlo or anybody else. It just seems more of like a fun but a waste of our time. We want to see him go against the best. Canelo Alvarez is the best, and we want to see him go against the best. So yeah, please, let's hope we get this fight. As far as Jaime Munguia goes, you know, he's a young guy. He's a young star in the making as well. He's a fun action fighter. We'll find him a fight for sure. You got Berlanga, you got Caleb Plant. You know, he really went in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, not necessarily going against the top super middleweights of all time. And there's a lot of great super middleweights that he could definitely go toe-to-toe with. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think is going to be next for both Munguia and Canelo Alvarez. Let me know what you think of the fight. Let me know what you thought of the performance by both men. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.